Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Rick Panganiban. I am the Senior Manager of Digital Learning here at the California Academy of Sciences. It's my great pleasure to welcome all of you here. It's wonderful seeing all of our youth and seeing all of our folks from both locally and abroad who've come to join us. But to officially welcome you, I'd like to invite up Meg Burke, who is the Director of Teacher and Youth Education here at the Academy. Meg Burke.
Thanks, Rick. First of all, let me say on behalf of the entire Academy of Sciences, including Greg Farrington, our Executive Director, and Allison Brown, our Chief of Staff and CFO, and Ike Kwan, our General Manager, all of whom are back there. I'm so pleased to welcome you all here today. I am Meg Burke, the Director of Teacher and Youth Education here at the Academy, and digital learning is one of the many youth programs that I help oversee. We are delighted to be participating in today's program, and I really want to thank the mayor and his office for helping make all this happen. It has been an amazing morning. For those of you who just arrived, I'm sorry you weren't here earlier today to see the intensity and excitement of the youth working on these programs. Makes me feel like I definitely need to learn to do more coding. For those of you who have never been to the Academy before, our mission is to explore, explain, and sustain life. The Academy is the world's... Good timing for the applause. The Academy is the world's only aquarium, planetarium, living rainforest, living museum, all under one living roof. And we are also the home for major global efforts on biodiversity research and education. The Academy's digital learning program, which Rick oversees, ignites a passion, at least we are hoping it ignites passion, for science learning by using the very same technology that young people are so engaged with and using in their daily lives. Like all of our youth programs, we strive in our digital learning programs to foster youth-driven exploration and creation, which we know is much more engaging than having young people sit around listening to adults like me lecture at them. And this is particularly true of middle school youth. So over the past 3 years, in recognition of and in an effort to meet the critical need for more engaging program for middle schoolers, the Academy has really made middle school youth a top priority for the STEM programming that we do. And just briefly, I want to list 4 initiatives or 4 things that we strive for in our digital learning programs. One is to use technology to engage youth with science storytelling. It's not just a bunch of facts, but actually focusing on telling stories about nature and sustainability themes. Another major effort is to improve science literacy while helping young people develop the skills they need to become tech savvy and to become positive contributors to our communities and to help them become producers of technology and media, not just consumers. Another really important focus is to create, activate, and support youth leaders. And one of the exciting things this morning was seeing how everybody was helping each other. It wasn't just heads down looking at my own computer. It's like, hey, I wonder how to do this. Can you help me? And help was immediately there. And last but certainly not least, we're very interested in engaging young people who have that thirst for science no matter where they are geographically. So this Cork San Francisco connection is fabulous. So again, welcome to the Academy. We are so excited and honored to have all of you here today and to be able to host this. And I'm really excited that you're going to get a tour later on today as well. We're looking forward to further collaborations with digital learning and middle school programming. And I just want to say, enjoy your explorations and thank you.
And next I'd like to call up one of our very special guests, the Deputy Lord Mayor of Cork, Ms. Lorraine Kingston.
Hello. Good morning. It's my great pleasure to be here today, and I would like to thank the California Academy of Science for their wonderful warm welcome and facilitating us. This morning I witnessed the children working together and collaborating. It was just so lovely to see everybody helping out one another, and it wasn't a competition, it was in a lovely, fun, relaxed environment. I would like especially to thank Mayor Lee when he first mooted the idea of the Cork CoderDojo kids coming over to San Francisco. There was no hesitation whatsoever in accepting, and thank you very, very much. Cork and San Francisco are twinned for the last 30 years, and I think today is another is wonderful to see it being strengthened again. Thank you. Children and technology are an easy fit. Children have a natural hunger for curiosity, for knowledge, so it was lovely actually to witness all of this. This week was made possible by many people, so I would like to thank Mayor Lee, which I've mentioned already. Thank you, and all your staff for what you've done. Thank you very, very much. The staff and management of the Academy of Science for facilitating this morning. Finally, the children from Cork and San Francisco, and you are our future. And I hope someday you'll be standing here and welcoming and welcoming all the other children. And one of you might be here holding this, wearing my chain. It's a great pleasure again to be here. Thank you for this wonderful experience and opportunity for the children. Thank you.
And another VIP we have here is Mr. Colin Healy from the Cork Chamber of Commerce.
Good, thank you, and hello everybody. It's fantastic to be here. Mayor Lee, thank you. We wouldn't be here but for your kind invitation following your visit to Cork over St. Patrick's Day just over 12 months ago now, which was a fantastic visit and you had a wonderful delegation, and I know that it was really positive development of the Sister City relationship, which, as the Deputy Lord Mayor has said, has been ongoing now for over 30 years, and it's going from strength to strength. I'd also like just to mention a few other people in the room, if I could, who are very, very important in terms of all of this relationship as well. We've got the Vice Consul, Kevin, here. Kevin, thank you for being here, appreciate it. And Senator Ryan from IDA Ireland as well. So thank you for being here. IDA plays a huge role in terms of working with the technology sector and companies in general in this part of the United States, in terms of encouraging them to consider Ireland as a location for investment and do so hugely successfully. And we also have representatives of the Sister City Committee, Derry Casey here from the San Francisco Sister City Group. But particularly, it's fantastic to see all of these brilliant young people who have been here working so hard since about 10 o'clock this morning and have worked on this project. I won't pretend to know exactly what's going on. I have no idea how they've got to where they've got to, but they have, and I think that's the future. I suppose one of the key points that I'd like to make, I suppose, here today is in terms of Ireland as a major centre for technology investment. Really is the heart of technology in Europe, and in that context, Cork as a particularly successful location, both for our own indigenous companies. We have some of those here today, Planet 21, Vox Pro, and so on. But particularly for investment from California, Silicon Valley, Bay Area, into Cork over many, many years, extending back over 30 years when Apple initially set up its European operations in Cork, and now employs over 3,500 people and effectively runs all of its operations outside of the US from Cork. And since then we've seen significant investment by many, many companies. And I'd very much like to acknowledge the companies who are based in Cork, who have significant operations in Cork, who have taken the time to be with us here today. And we've companies, we've got VMware, McAfee, Dell, Qualcomm, Flextronics, FireEye, all here. And we felt it was really important that those companies who are employing people who have a real focus on the skills available in the Cork region to be here today to see what's happening, to experience, I suppose, the positivity with our own CoderDojo kids from Blackrock Castle Observatory, and the guys have done a fantastic job here this morning working with Alan and Adrian and Claire in bringing all of this to fruition. And I suppose one of the key challenges globally in terms of the tech sector is around skills development. It's around having the people to fill the roles to allow that sector to grow. And what's really been inspirational here this morning is looking at the Cork CoderDojo kids coming over, working with the kids from San Francisco here today, and looking to the future. And I think, you know, in a number of years' time, you know, these young people potentially can be working together on projects when they're in the, you know, working in employment for some of these fantastic companies. And it doesn't matter where they're working. What's important is that the skills are developed, and which gives the San Francisco kids the opportunity to come to work to Cork and to work in Cork, and gives our kids from Cork the opportunity to come here to San Francisco and work in companies here. So it's hugely successful. CoderDojo, for those of you that aren't aware, started in Cork and is spreading now around the world, and is fantastic. And I think it's fair to say, Mary, you experienced this yourself last year. We need more dojos. We need more people getting involved in the CoderDojo movement to get, you know, young people of 12, 13 years of age and younger thinking about technology, thinking about code, building up their skills, and helping that sector to grow into the future. It's hugely, hugely important. So that's one of the key messages that I suppose Cork is bringing to San Francisco here today, and it's fantastic to have had the support of Mayor Lee, Mayor Lee's office, particularly Una who has been outstanding in putting all of the programme together here, and also particular thanks to the Academy of Sciences here for a fantastic welcome. I'm looking forward to the tour. We're going on a little later, so thank you all very much. We appreciate being here. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think we want to see some of the stuff that our kids have been doing, right? So let me introduce Adrian Collins. He's one of the mentors at CoderDojo Cork, and I think he's going to introduce us to another Adrian. Is that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Rick. So my name is Adrian Collins. I'm a researcher at CIT Blackrock Castle Observatory. I'm just going to give you a quick kind of synopsis of what we did this morning and why it's cool. So, firstly, I think we need to thank Mayor Lee and his office for this really brilliant opportunity. I know the kids are thrilled to be here, and I know that I'm thrilled to be here. We're all very, very thankful for your very generous offer. Thank you very much. And also, very much so, on top of our agenda is the Academy of Science and the work that they've done into making this morning happen. So thanks very much, Rick and his team. So just as a background, so we're an observatory in Cork, which may not make much sense because we have quite a lot of cloudy weather in Cork. So we observe when we can. But this has led us into what we're at the moment, and it's a little bit what the kids were working on this morning. So some of you may or may not know, but currently we have a fully robotic telescope in California. And the kids this morning were using data from that telescope to create images. This stuff is amazing. This is what Hubble scientists do all the time. And we have had kids here this morning using those same skill sets to do that. So the very first thing they did this morning was that they took raw data, really ugly data, and they processed that. So they learned the skills to process that data into a really beautiful, unique image. After that, they created a really cool game using Scratch. I'm going to shut up right now because I'm only a conduit for all of this. So I'm not really a mentor. This morning, our mentors were our kids that we brought from Cork. So I think, first and foremost, can we give our kids from Cork a quick round of applause. And finally, I'm going to introduce Adrian, who has a great name. And just to show us, and just give us a couple of words about what he's done this morning. He's made a really cool game, so I think we should give him all his attention. So if we can start playing the game and just speak over how it works. Okay.
So I made a game that's called Save the Earth, and let's just start. The background is the picture that we processed this morning, and to move, use the right and left arrow keys to try and shoot at the meteorite. To shoot, press space, and I missed. And then it explodes and you get a point, and just keep on doing that until time runs out. I can't play well with one hand, but the meteorite's invincible, so and time ran out, and the meteorite is still
Okay,
at the moment.
okay.
So just to finish up, that's the sort of work that the kids have been doing this morning. I think you'd all agree that's absolutely fantastic stuff. They're playing and they're making games, but they're actually learning about computers along the way. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. Let's hear it for both Adrians. All right. And last but not least, of course, we love some words from our own mayor, Mayor Lee. Great, thank you. Thank you.
Well, everybody, welcome again to our California Academy of Sciences. I think I have destroyed my share of asteroids this afternoon with all the games that I got to touch and feel. Greg and Ike and Meg and Allison, thank you and your whole staff for hosting us here today. It's incredible to be here at the Academy that not only teaches us what's going on right now, but in a lot more detail and things that we don't think about every day, but also gives us a glimpse of the future. And this is why we decided to take advantage of the direct flight of Aer Lingus that's just started as of yesterday and bring some residents of Cork, Ireland, and also members of our CoderDojo Observatory here to participate with our middle school kids. And I want to thank all of you for being here too. We are, as a city, and I know Hydra Mendoza's here, she's my education advisor, but she's on the school board as well. We've been investing in our middle schools, and if you don't know that, know this, that all of the middle schools as of this year will be fully loaded and Wi-Fi'd up and have free Apple iPads for you to use throughout the whole middle school as of this year. That's thanks to Salesforce and generous donations from private individuals. But we want to take advantage of the fact that we have CoderDojos here who are really excited about what they're doing. They have a lot of fun, by the way, being part of international CoderDojos that now reaches over 42 countries in the world. So this is hopefully another opportunity to create a presence here, I hope, and maybe some of the industry representatives will join us with the Academy and promote this as a way for the kids to kind of understand who in the rest of the world is doing this with you. But I want to say that it's game development right now because it's fun. But if you reuse these tools over and over and you introduce yourself to the new tools, whether it's the sound effects, as I think Adrian Reyes has done really well, or the pictures, or the crafting, or the drawing, being able to use these tools gets you in the doorway of technology. And I'll tell you, the new jobs of our city, the new jobs of the whole Bay Area, have a lot to do with basics in technology of this kind. And when you master these tools, you're going to be able to use them to do other things and so many things. I don't care what field you're thinking about, whether it's health field or having fun in game development or technology or bio-life sciences or maybe discovering how to create the next drug that will save the world and some of the diseases that we all face. These are things that we're challenged with as human beings. Technology is a way forward to help us do that. And so it begins with destroying asteroids. Tomorrow it could be destroying the diseases that we have challenging us in terms of cancer, some of the other things. This is great stuff, and I am so glad that the Academy has offered us the space and this time. And thank you to the mentors that have come over from CoderDojos and all the corporate sponsors that are here today. But it is something that I wanted to really have the kids understand. Have all the fun that you can have. And Greg even told me, where's my ticket when I came in this morning to the California Academy, and I told him a secret. I'm a guest of Claude. So later on, when you'll introduce yourself as to who Claude is when you get to tour, okay? And you'll know that that'll be the secret password for you in the future to get in here. It's just, I'm a friend of Claude's.
Nice.
But it's my way of saying thank you, of also congratulating our CoderDojos for coming all the way over here, but they're going to enjoy themselves with all the other things that not only the center offers, but the other ideas that we have for them having a good time to learn what San Francisco is. But for our middle schools and for our education system, for our industries, do we begin to match up the skill sets for the 21st century jobs, for your future, for things that you are interested in doing? Technology is going to be absolutely necessary for that to happen. So learning it early and making sure you have fun in doing so, you'll learn even more skill sets that you'll need and want to have. So thank you, everybody. Congratulations. And again, thank you to our Deputy Mayor of Cork. I got to be the Grand Marshal at the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Cork, Ireland over a year ago. And I was telling them, did you ever see a Chinese leprechaun? We had lots of fun over there. And again, it was our way of creating relationships on an ongoing basis. We have 18 sister cities around the world, and they're all doing what Cork and Dublin are doing in Ireland. They're wanting to create opportunities of business and investment all over the world, and they look to San Francisco to be a really great partnership in that. So that's another great reason why you kids, you're really lucky to be in the city of San Francisco. I'll tell you, I'm really lucky to be the mayor. Your mayor, your parents' mayor, but your mayor most importantly, because I want to do things that really secure your future. So you can look towards us and not say, who was the mayor when we were supposed to get a better education? Who was the mayor when we should have been learning all this stuff? Because in just less than 10 years, you'll probably be recruited by one of these really powerful tech companies. And maybe you can maybe I can be a billionaire and not have to be mayor. Anyway, thank you very much and congratulations. And so, like mayors always do, and I'm no different, I get to declare today to be CoderDojo Day here in San Francisco.
Nice.
Come on over.
Yes.
Come on, CoderDojos, come on up here.
Alrighty. CoderDojo kids.